We're live, we're live. How's everyone doing? Grand Rising, Grand Rising, Grand Rising. This is a very special session for those who are angry. Not just Kikelomo, Grand Rising. If you are angry, this session is for you. If you just want to murmur and complain, well, because there's a difference between murmurers, complainers, and people who are angry. Sarah, I salute your divinity. Can you help send? Yeah, of course. Oba Mobile Grand Rising. Double tap, share this video with your friends. Double tap the screen, share the video. Purity Grand Rising. Chosen Grand Rising. If you have not subscribed to my subscriber only page, TikTok subscriber only, where I spend time to teach insights and take questions and answers, I only do questions and answer sessions on my subscriber only TikTok community. Excuse me, and the subscriber button is on my profile, so just click and subscribe. We meet every Wednesday 9 p.m., Sundays 9 p.m., and then sometimes we have emergency meetings in the subscriber community. So you can click the subscriber button on my profile and then you can subscribe to the Femi Jubal TikTok community. I want to see a scenario where more people are angry. Because the majority of people are just hungry. They are not angry. People think anger and hunger are the same thing. You can be hungry and not angry. The fact that you are hungry doesn't mean you are angry. You know, there is a popular saying that a hungry man is an angry man. No. It's not true. So the first question I want you to ask yourself, Am I angry or I'm just hungry? Because hunger and anger are the same energy, different expression. Yeah. They are different emotions. Same emotions, different expression, right? Is one of the laws of nature. One of the 7 laws of nature. The law of polarity. That's what it is. The law of polarity. Everything is dual in nature. Everything has poles, right? Everything has its pair of opposites. Like and unlike are the same, please. Opposites are identical in nature, but different in degree. Extremes meet. All truth are but half truths. All paradoxes may be reconciled. Everything has poles. Everything has its pair of opposites. Nothing is good, nothing is bad. Nothing is evil, nothing is right. Nothing is wrong, nothing is... That's the principle of polarity. Ecclesia Grand Rising. So hunger and anger, same energy, different expressions. Same energy, different expressions. Identical in nature, different in degree. Royal Grand Rising. Same in nature, different in degrees. Love and hate are energy. Same energy. Same in nature, but different in degrees. Everything is an energy field vibrating its unique frequencies. All is energy, guys. All is energy. So it's same energy, different expression. Why do you think that you can love somebody today and hate them tomorrow? Because love is in you, hate is in you, anger is in you. And anger does not make you a bad person. Hate does not make you a bad person. Because you are an embodiment of energy that expresses themselves in different vibrational frequencies. This is one way to stop judging yourself. The peddlers of imbalanced consciousness are trying to separate everything. The moment you give in to the concept of the separatist concept, you are finished. Because now you think because you have anger, because you are angry, then you are a bad person. That's why society is the way it is. People are not angry, they are just hungry. Low vibration, hungry. High vibration, anger. Same energy, different expression. Same energy. The difference between Nigerians in 2025, right, and the Arabs in the mid-2000s. I was in Egypt 3 weeks ago, and they took me to a park where the Egyptian revolution started. And they were telling me about the Arab Spring, where a man actually set himself on fire, and that was the beginning of the Arab Spring. They were not hungry, they were angry. Nigerians are just hungry people, they are not angry people, period, you know. So you can't waste your life around such things. You can't just be hungry, because the expression of hunger is different from the expression of anger. Same energy, different expressions. One of the personal policies I live my life by, you know, because I'm a counselor, people try to reach out to me to tell me about their issues, their problems, and they want me to do something about it. But if I respond to everybody, I will burn out. If I respond to everybody who wants to share their problems with me, I may not even be alive next month. But the structure I've been able to put in place that has helped me, that helps me to stay strong, to manage my time and my energy, is the fact that you are telling me about your problem doesn't mean I have to respond to you. Because most complainers, all complainers and murmurers are energy vampires. It's as simple as that. And the fact that somebody is crying and telling you about their problems doesn't mean they are ready to transform their lives. They may just want to waste your time. Pity party. That's it. So you don't give people your attention out of sympathy. Yeah, you don't. So the fact that somebody is telling tales of how terrible their life is does not mean they are ready for a change. No, it doesn't mean they're ready for a change. The question I ask myself, is this person really angry? And I can see anger. If somebody is angry, I know that they are angry. If it's just hunger, I know that this person is just hungry. And you can be rich and be hungry. I hope you know that. Some people, the only thing that motivates all their decisions and actions is food. Hello, Ayo. And the only people I spend time with are those who are ready to use anger as a tool, not storytellers. Because for many people out there, whether they are poor or rich, the only thing that motivates and influences their decision mechanism is hunger. There are many men who are married right now. They married because of food. I hope you know that. A lot of people chose the woman they married because of food. A lot of women chose the husband they married because of food. Hunger is animalistic. Chickens are hungry. What is new about hunger? People make it look like hunger is such. I have been hungry for 1 week, no food in my belly. Starving. I was not fasting, there was no food. But there was something within me that was bigger than the hunger that I was going through. But people think that their lives can change just because they are hungry. They think everybody should respond to them because they are hungry. When you look at your life, are you angry? Because anger is a starting point to greatness and transformation. Because the solution to a hungry person is food. If somebody is just hungry, it's very easy. If your problem is hunger, just by stepping out of your house to your neighbor's house, Nigerians are too kind for a hungry person not to have their problem solved in 5 minutes. Nigerians are very kind people. And I can tell you for a fact that a lot of people out there, their priority is to have some food in their belly. And they are getting it. There are people who they hang out with they hang out with millionaires. And the only thing they benefit from these millionaires is food. They feed them, they give them food, they give them drink. And they just talk about how, I know Senator this, I know the son of so person. But as long as they get their belly filled with food and drinks, they are okay. Because their only motivation is food. So we are making it look like somebody, people drop comments on my videos. They're like, there is so much hunger in Nigeria. You are not talking about that. And this is what you are talking about. A person who is hungry and is an adult, you know what to do to your hunger. Hunger is low vibrational. Hunger is animalistic. A dog is hungry. A dog that is hungry knows what to do about hunger. So you are a human being, you don't know what to do if you're hungry. You need special assistance because you are hungry. You think hunger is a special problem? You think because you are hungry, the whole Nigeria should stand up and help you just because you are hungry. You are not ready for any change. And the majority of people out there, their only motivation is hunger. And not just people who are broke and don't have money. I have told you there are rich people. There are men who, when they wanted to choose a wife, they chose the one that can feed them food anytime they want it. And now they have realized that it's more than food. It's everything. It's more than food. There are women who chose men who can just provide material things, especially feed them, take care of them. And they base their decision on that. Whether he's an abuser, whether he's a criminal, it didn't matter to them. So their hunger for material comfort, so their choice of a partner was motivated by their hunger for material comfort. That's not a problem that needs a special strategy to solve. No. You don't need any special class to solve the problem of hunger for food, for material comfort. You don't need anything. It's easy to solve such problems. Same energy, different expression. Knowledge and ignorance are energies. They are same nature, but different expressions and degrees. So if you are ignorant, you can also be knowledgeable. If you are hungry, you can alchemize that hunger to anger. But guess what? For every level, there must be a switch in your how responsible you are and how much sacrifice you are going to make. Sometimes you have to dam your hunger so you can sustain your anger. There was a time after coming back to Nigeria, there were times I was hungry for 1 week, no food in my belly. Right? And there were people who could offer me food and I did not take their food. I was dying of hunger. Yes, I was writing books in my room. With hunger, I was writing. I said, this hunger can't kill me. This hunger can't kill me. So you think you are special because you are hungry. You think your situation needs is hunger. There is nothing special about hunger. Nothing special about hunger. Except for children who are below age 10, age 5. If you are over 20 and you are over 30, and you have branded your problem a special problem because you are hungry, you can never have any growth in your life. I can tell you that for a fact. It's a biological need that can be controlled and dealt with, because if you don't control it, it will control you. During COVID, I came to Nigeria 2019. I wanted to go back. COVID started. And my friend in Australia was saying, come. I said, they've shut down everywhere. I had COVID. Now listen to this. I had COVID. Elevated Single Life, the book that I wrote it during COVID. I published it in 2023. In the midst of me having COVID, no money to treat myself, no food to eat, I was down. I thought I was dead for 5 days. 6 days I was down. Before I went down completely, I was writing with the hunger inside me. So if it's a biological need, it can't control me. It's not a special problem. Hunger is not a special problem. It is when you respond to hunger as a biological need that doesn't need any special strategy to solve. That's when you are able to elevate or alchemize that need to anger. What the hunger did to me was it spurred me to action. I became angry. So it did not stop at hunger, because if it stopped at hunger, I would just step out of the house, beg somebody for food, I'll eat the food and go back home and sleep. The moment some people have food to eat, they are okay. Matter of fact, the majority of Nigerians, the moment you can give them food, that's why they can cry and shout about government, and somebody comes and gives them 10,000 naira. and they stop shouting, they go back to their house. After 1 week, they finish the 10,000. They come out again. The country is bad. They give them 10,000. That is somebody with a hunger problem. They are not angry. They are just hungry. The majority of people are not angry about their situation. They are not angry. Love and hate are two ways of expressing the same thing. Love and hate of expressing the same thing. Love and hate is, if you love something, is a relationship towards the thing. If you don't love something, is your relationship towards the thing. And that is the foundation of alchemy. Your ability to transmute your experiences at will. Food is priority for Nigerians. Forget all those things that people are saying they want a better government. No, give them food. They are okay. Most of the people Nigerians are praising right now, that you think they are your gods and you cannot use your brain, is because you think, maybe if I criticize him, Ratel, Cartel, whatever the hell they call them. If I criticize this guy, maybe, I don't know, maybe tomorrow he will see my comment and give me 1 million naira. So let me not criticize him. So it's simply food, hunger. That's the problem of majority of Nigerians. They are not angry about anything. And guess what? Politicians know. Your celebrities, they know that you are just hungry. You are not angry. Mob mentality, thank you. That's why you laugh when the joke is not funny. That's why very terrible human beings who lack integrity are promoting themselves as people of integrity, and the majority of youth are chasing after them because they are hungry youths. That's what they are. Chasing after, he is the one that will change Nigeria. But you are just a hungry person. So you are thinking from your belly, not with your brain. You're thinking from you. Because when you look at this particular person who claims to be a man of integrity, you look at the things they have done and your brain is functional. You know, no, this one is a tool in the hand of politicians, not a threat to politicians. All the people that are shouting, giving you the impression they want to defend you before government right now, none of them is a threat to politicians. They are tools in the hand of politicians. But because the majority of the so-called youths, I call them youths, they are just hungry youths. They are not angry youths. Anybody who can feel their belly. Rome is the mob. Remember the movie Gladiator. During the harshest economy in Rome, the harshest economy, the emperor was organizing gladiator games for the broke, busted, hungry people. And they were all rushing to the amphitheater, to the game, to come and watch gladiators unaliving themselves. Hungry people in Rome. This is a true life story. It's just historical facts. People who were crying and dying of hunger. Harsh economy. But the emperor said, no. Organize a game for them. 30 days. Later they made it 60 days. They made it 90 days. Organize a game for them. They are hungry people. Create distractions. They are hungry people. That's it. They are not angry. Rome, that's where the quote came from. Rome is the mob. Whoever feeds their need, right? Whoever feeds their need for distraction is their God. You see the things happening on social media now. The weapons of mass distraction. People are caught up in that weapon of mass. This one is the one that has integrity. This guy, this is the kind of people we need in Nigeria. But when you check the person's antecedents, nothing reads of integrity in them. I mean, you criticize somebody for giving someone money. But the same person gave you money, you collected it. But because the youths, their brain, the cells in their brain are dead. So they only think with their belly, their stomach. Just create the impression that you can feed them one day, and then they start worshiping you. But you have not fed them, they are hungry, but let me just, maybe the day he wants to feed me, let me not criticize him. Pick yourself. It is hunger that makes people pick a side. I am not on the side of anybody in Nigeria. Just know that now. I have politician friends and they know me. I always tell them, politicians are evil people. As long as you are a politician, you are evil. Thank you very much. The beating heart of Rome is not the marble of the Senate. It's the sand of the Colosseum. That's the word. Listen to this. If you can get more quotes from Gladiator, because people watch movies, but they can't think. They can't think with their brain. The beating heart of Rome is not the marble of the Senate. It's the sand of the Colosseum. The way the country is at the moment, he will bring them death. Listen to this. And they will love him for it. Hungry people. The emperor organized a game where people were unaliving themselves and they were screaming, Rahu, Rahu. Hungry people. That's the same thing. History is repeating itself in Nigeria. Hungry people. They are not angry, they are hungry. You can't join those kind of people. I'm not one of the masses. I'm not one of the masses. I do not give a damn about anybody claiming they are activists in Nigeria. They are all criminals and fraudsters, period. I don't care who they are. I don't care how much you love them. I don't care if they have fought for somebody to get the person's money back from somebody. No, I'm not part of that. You shouldn't be part of that if you want to transform your life. Because you are not a hungry person. Even if you don't have food. When I was hungry for weeks, I didn't see myself as a hungry person. I saw myself as angry. I was angry with my situation. And see, you can be hungry and not be angry. Please note that. The majority out there, they are hungry, they are not angry. So just give them food. They are fine. They will eat the food. When they are hungry again, they come back for the meal. So all this talk about how, Femi Juba, you should be using your platform to speak concerning the hunger in the land. I am not a chef. I don't own a restaurant. Anybody who's hungry should go and look for food to eat. I don't waste my time with people who are just hungry. They are not angry enough to want to transform their lives. I don't waste my time. I don't care if people say I'm wicked. I don't have empathy. Give them food and small entertainment. Okay, the same people ranting for 30 days against the government. Weren't they the ones analyzing Nigeria, Super Eagles, and Rwanda match? Should anybody in their right senses, who is talking about how bad government is, be watching Super Eagles and Rwandan match? Because they are just hungry. They are not angry. They are not hungry. They are just hungry. They are not angry. They cannot alchemize their hunger. So the hotels in Uyo are overbooked because of March. The same youths that will turn around tomorrow. You see, I withdrew myself from politics in 2012, right? 2012. During the, what do they call that protest? Against Jonathan. I remember there was a protest against Jonathan. There was a protest. How many people here remember the protest against Jonathan about fear? What's that protest? There was a protest against Jonathan. Occupy Nigeria. Thank you. So you see, a lot of youths came to limelight during that period. Some of them were my friends. They joined the protest against Jonathan. And please, I am not on any side of any political divide. I don't give a damn about politics. I don't care who becomes the president of Nigeria. I don't vote. Because your vote is not your power. They are only lying to you. You think government wants you to have power? This government you are seeing, you think they want you to have, you think they will give you anything that will be a tool of power in your hand? It's the biggest delusion. And guess what I noticed that period? All the people that were fighting the government, the majority of them, they were fighting the government. Later on, they started taking pictures. They invited them to the villa, and they were taking pictures with the same people they were fighting. And I said, but if I am against a particular person, and after the whole protest is over, and the person invites me to their office, and they take a picture with me publicly, I won't even go and take a picture with the person. I say, okay. That was I gave up anything activism. Like, I will never join any protests, any activism, because the problem of the majority of Nigerians is anger. They don't want a change. They just want to fill their belly with food. They don't want transformation. They just want to benefit from the corruption. Simple as ABC. It's hunger. That's what you see in the land. It's hunger. So this hunger is in different stages, right? It's different. There are people who are hungry for another 5 billion naira contract, right? So when you say hunger, we're not necessarily saying only poor people, the masses. No. There are presidents who are hungry. There are former presidents who are hungry. There are senators who are hungry. There are governors. So what is motivating the majority of Nigerians is hunger. Because for you to be this corrupt is because you have a poverty mentality. It is fear-driven. To think that you must steal so much that is even too much for your 20th, 50th generation. It simply means that you have poverty mentality. And that poverty mentality is from the place of fear. And hunger is part of it. Your motivation is hunger. And that's it. And that's what's driving the majority of society. So hungry people at different levels, from the bottom to the top. Hungry senators, hungry celebrities, hungry governors, hungry House of Rep members. They see them, they are riding big cars, but they are hungry. But the main victims of this evil are the so-called masses. The so-called masses who can't use their brain, who only think with their belly, not with their brain. That's why there will be new saviors for them every now and then. Every 2 years, there is a new savior. Then they realize that, where are the Femi, all the people that used to be saviors of the youth? Where are they today? Why is it no Melaye today? All your saviors during Buhari era, where are they? Anybody that comes, anybody that presents themselves, anybody that packages themselves as, I am the one that can fight the government for you. It is the one that you start praising. Yes, this is the one that is going to do it. I don't give a damn about anybody. Even Showoria is suspecting. He is doing a great job, but you can't be Showoria and you are in alignment with that. Who is that guy? That lawyer guy. I can't remember his name. There's one lawyer guy that is fair. You can't be sure you are. That's your closest friend and I will trust you. No. I can't trust you. When it comes to your transformation, it's a personal journey. It's a personal journey. Yeah, that's his name. You can't be with that guy and then I'll trust you. No. I don't roll with... See, I am not looking for a savior. So if you are that sure and you have that much integrity, that's not the kind of person that should be in your circle. No, it shouldn't. Based on antecedents. I don't have anything against him. But then, this is the because I use my brain to think. So nobody can come to me tomorrow and present themselves as, I am integrity. I am your next savior to save you from the woes of Nigeria. I'm the next governor that will change the lives of the people. No, nobody can change your life. No governor, no president. I am not hungry, I am angry. Whenever I always alchemize my hunger to anger. Because I'm not just trying to feed my belly. I need a lasting solution to any problem. Lasting solution is what I need. Not just food in my belly, no. But the majority only need food in their belly. They need food in their belly. Are you hungry or you are angry? That's the question. Because they are same energy, different expressions. Now, when you see a person who is angry and not just hungry, it's easier to work with them. I hope you know that. It's easier to produce results with a person who is not just hungry, but they are angry. They are not just looking for somebody to feed their belly. Why should I be hungry? Okay, Leave this hunger for now. Because I was hungry and I was writing books. I was hungry and I was reading, I was doing research. I was hungry and I was pursuing my purpose. So you are hungry doesn't make you special. You don't have a special problem because you are hungry. I won't give you a special attention because you are hungry. I'll give you special attention because I've seen that you are angry. Now, this is very important. Look at this. You must build mental stamina to completely change the way you look at things and people. You must build the mental stamina to completely change the way you look at things and people. Because there are people all over the place who are doing giveaways. And they are only doing those giveaways to chase clout. Period. It's clout chasing giveaway. They are taking advantage of people's ignorance to elevate their own personality to a place of a deity. It's simple. I am not trying to create any savior aura around myself. No, I'm not your savior. You have to fix yourself by yourself. I will create the conducive environment for you, but you have to fix yourself by yourself. That's it. You know, when I talk about rituals and people need to do all types of rituals, I am going to teach you how to do it. I won't do it for you. Because I don't have time for, some things. Because what you have these days are people who think somebody can just do something for them and then boom. Giveaway and charity only benefits the person doing it, not the people benefiting from it. It's a welfare program. People use welfare programs to boost their own personality. It's clout chasing. And so you see, they've stolen billions of naira, but they give you 1,000 bags of rice during Ramadan. So, but they stole 5 billion. I said that man is a very generous man. He's a giver. He gives. You must elevate your consciousness to the place where food is not your problem. These primal human biological needs should not be your problem. Your needs should be more than, and I'm telling this to you as a person who I was hungry. There was a time I could not, after coming back to Nigeria, after enjoyed life in Nigeria, traveled, enjoyed life, came back to Nigeria, and there were times I was hungry for 1 week. And sometimes somebody will give me 500 naira. And then I'll say, I will spend this money for 3 days. In the morning, I will buy akara and pap. And because I am allergic to oils, all these strange oils that people use. So whenever I ate the akara, you know what happened to me? Fever, very high fever. So I'll be in the room for days, high fever, no money to, how much? 500 naira, I have spent 150. The remaining 350, why would I go and buy drugs from 350? How would I eat? But listen to me, the hunger was not my focus. I wanted to change my life. In the hunger, I was buying books. In that hunger, the only thing I was doing with my data was research. My data will finish, I will go and buy another data, research work, listening to audio courses, video courses. That was all I was doing. So there were times I chose a video course over eating. I pity nobody. I don't pity people. Every Friday I do sadaqah. Every Friday I take money and I give it to people. People who are hungry. That's all. And there are people that I'm responsible for. People call me, I need help, help me, I will help you. Right? But I don't pity people. If you are wherever you are, it is your choice to be there. Period. And I will not create this savior aura around myself to fool you, because the people doing that, they are only fooling you. They don't have your interest at heart. The best anybody can do to you is what I'm doing for you now. To trigger you to get angry. And look at your life and be angry. Look at your life and be angry with what is going on. And you say this and people will think, oh, he's stingy. I don't even know how much he lives. Every day, the day I don't spend money, I spend 200,000 naira. And most of those monies are going to people I don't even. There are many people on social media I don't know. And when I weigh their story and it sounds like this person really, especially people who are in my community and I support. But that somebody will come. And because you are crying and telling me the story of your life, it doesn't mean I'm going to put my hand in my pocket. No. Because you could be an energy vampire who is just looking for pity party. Ajegbodo ton we ni kunra. So as Yoruba people will say Ajegbodo ton we ni kura. You know what that means? Person way in life don't spoil. They look for another person to join so that the person life self go spoil. Pain is mandatory. Suffering is a choice. BM Cherry, whether you get angry with it or not, if you are suffering, it is your choice. Facts. Pain is mandatory. We must all go through pain in life. Because for you to manifest power at any level, you must go through pain. Power is the product of pain. So if you are suffering, it is your choice. Suffering is a choice. Pain is mandatory, period. If you like, get angry or go and meet all your fake activists to come and lie to you about the reason why you are like this is because of this government and I'm going to make sure I deal with the government. They have been fooling you for years. Where is the result? So a sufferhead. So being a sufferhead does not mean that anything will change for you. You are going to meet Messiah wannabes that will give you the impression that yes, they are going to do something about it. No, not lie. Pain. And listen, you know the reason why people are suffering? They give in to pleasure, coping mechanism. So when you ask a lot of Nigerians now, why are you not paying attention to the things that would help you command the life that you want? Cruise. Why are people giving attention to things that are not relevant? No, we have to cope. It is this skit that helps us. When we watch this skit, when we do all these things, it helps us to cope with the Nigerian situation. Pleasure, temporary pleasure. Laugh for 3 minutes. And so after you have laughed, what? So they give in to pleasure, and the pleasure results to suffering. When they are meant to go through the pain of avoiding that pleasure. Dopamine, exactly. I don't give a damn whether Nigeria wins any match or not. It has no value to add to my life. Matter of fact, a country like Nigeria should not be sending footballers to go and play any ball at the moment. That's not our priority. A country like Nigeria should not be having Big Brother Nigeria. That's not our priority. A country like Nigeria should not have majority of the content creators as skit makers. In a country that is in a desperate situation, but the same people who are crying about government are the ones that are the biggest consumers of all these useless contents that add no value to anybody. And they come around and say, it's not my choice that I'm suffering. You chose that suffering. You chose that suffering because you rather choose pleasure over pain. So you are not angry, you are just hungry. So the solution to your problem is food. And that's the easiest solution that exists. So you have skit makers. So you have some of the richest Nigerian youths now. They are skit makers. And you think the country will continue to be in the shithole if the biggest inspiration for young people in Nigeria are skit makers. Because you are not angry, you are just hungry. You're not angry, you're just hungry. So the majority of people out there, guess what? They are not ready to build the mental stamina to completely change the way they look at things and people. They are not ready to transmute whatever they are going through at the moment to something that will serve their highest purpose. Because hunger as motivation is low vibrational. Coping mechanisms are low vibrational. It will keep you down. Because the things you have to engage in to change your life, they are laced with pain. Over 30K youths on Pella's TikTok live, they are even giving him gifts. Somebody said they were in a bus going from one place to another. And don't think nobody's trying to bring anybody that I don't care about Pella. What's my business with him? Me and him, we are not, he can be more popular, but put me and him on the stage. There is nothing. I am totally different from him. But I'm simply telling you that a society that pays more attention to such things, many people at the expense of your own life, you pay more attention to people whose contribution to society is just comedy or 4 minutes music. They are the ones you give all your attention and your power and your energy to. And you think you are going to change your life. And you think just because you do that and every morning you join a 7 a.m. prayer session, that the 7 a.m. prayer session will compensate for how you have misspent your life. I am not here to create any savior aura around myself. I'm here to challenge those who want to be challenged. I am meant to ignite the process of change in those who are ready. That's what I'm here for. So hate me, love me, I don't send you. Because I'll tell you the truth. I have so much politicians friends that I should not even be criticizing politicians. But they don't feed me. One of the guys that gave me a house when I was really down, when I came back to Nigeria, he's a current serving senator. And I tell him, I said, you politicians are evil, including you, my friend. Yes. I tell him, you, including you. Because you think I'm going to be calling you because you are a senator. I'm not going to call you. You are the one that will call me that you need me to do something for you. Because the moment you become a politician, you become an evil person. Why do you think I can say that to them? Because I know that my next meal is not coming from a politician. It's not coming. A politician should not be feeding you. Because food should not be on your priority, your hierarchy of priority. The reason the country is the way it is because the majority of people, your personal economy, your survival in life is tied to the same political tyrants, economic oppressors, religious vampires. So what are you going to say? They're telling me about a particular young guy who was defending a particular religious institutions. And I was like, just leave him now. You want him to not defend them? You want him to go hungry? Where will his next meal come from? His survival is tied to that institution. So you expect him to criticize them? Common sense. But listen, some of us have built ourselves to the point where my economy is not tied to any of these people. So I can speak my mind. And you don't have to be like me. But I want to wake you up so that you can be smarter than you are now. So you can be wiser than you are now. So you can be wise as serpent and gentle like a dove. Someone told me, they said, I don't want to go to this place every Sunday again. I said, I know how much you are making from going to that place. You are part of so department in that place. You better keep going there. Just know that you are going there so that you can have your own piece of the cake there. Because you work for them. You provide value to them. So don't stop going there because you will go hungry. You don't have the kind of mind that I have. You know how many things I've turned down? So I am not here to tell you, shut down everything. I'm here to tell you to be smarter. Be wise. This is the year of the snake. 2025 is the year of the snake. Right? Be wise as serpents and be gentle like a dove. Nobody have your best interest at heart. They are liars. Nobody is against you. Everyone is for themselves. Nobody is against you. The reason why you think people are against you is because you are not for yourself. You're not showing up for yourself. So you think everybody is against you. No, the day you start showing up for yourself, you will remember, you will realize that most people are not against you. They are actually for themselves. They are for themselves. There is no permanent friend, no permanent enemy. Everyone is for what is going to benefit them. You are the one who sees things from black and white. You are not showing up for yourself. You are not putting yourself first. You are not using your head. You are using your emotions. That's what you are doing. Someone told me a very, very, very sad story of how his parents were the leading business people in the northern part of Nigeria at some point. When it comes to poultry farming, when it comes to pharmaceutical industry, in a part of the north, his parents were the ones that owned most of the businesses. But guess what? The GO of his parents' church told them that, what shall it profit to gather all these things, and then, you're not giving your attention to the kingdom work. Listen to this story very well. You are spending too much time on your business and not giving attention to the work of the kingdom. And that's how his parents' business started going down. Until the whole business crashed. The whole business crashed. Guess what? The same GO that told them things of the world, he owns universities, he owns businesses now. So listen to me. Enough of criticizing religious leaders. It is time to start studying the brand of stupidity of our parents. Our parents have there is a brand of stupidity our parents have that we need to study, assess that stupidity so that we don't become stupid like them. Because there's nothing like disrespecting our parents here. It is stupidity for anybody to tell you, a grown-ass man with children, that you can dump your business to invest in the kingdom. And today, the same person that told you owns businesses and universities all over the place, but you have nothing. And there was a time that in the northern part of Nigeria, you were the leading force when it comes to agriculture, poultry, eggs, pharmaceutical industry. Come on now, man. She said, a lot of people here, see what a lot of people here are saying. My father, these are my parents. So you cannot repeat that cycle of buffoonery. You can't. Because people are for themselves. They are not necessarily against you. They are for themselves. The reason you think people are against you is because you are not showing up for yourself. The day I show up for myself every day. I show up for myself. That negative ancestral algorithm, you must rewrite it with your actions. You must introduce a shock therapy to that trajectory of evil and buffoonery and foolishness. I show up for myself every day. And that's why even people in my communities, the moment I notice I am showing up every day, you are not showing up, I stop showing up. I'm not going to be wasting my energy. Because I can show up for other people who are ready. So I don't show up for people who are not ready. No, I don't show up. I don't care. If you like, be bleeding. Are you ready? Are you ready to stop bleeding? Because some people are bleeding, but they just want you to look at how they are bleeding. Oh, so how do you see the bleeding? It's flowing. It's flowing. Is it red? Is the blood red enough? It's red. Oh, let's just talk about their problems. But because the first person I show up for every day is myself. So if I notice I am showing up for you, and you're not showing up for yourself, you won't see me again. Because the people who told you to be self-centered, they own empires now. They are worth trillions and millions in dollars, while our own parents are worth nothing. Show up for yourself every day. Show up. To lead and... they said no sound. Why? Is there no sound? How can there be no sound? There is sound. It's your network. Show up for yourself every day. Now, listen to this, guys. Listen to this. To lead an excellent life, you must be an alchemist. Meaning that you can transmute any situation that life presents to you and turn it around to serve your highest good. That's it. And you must be a mathematician, meaning that no matter what life throws at you, you can calculate and recalculate. You are getting the wrong answer because you are using the wrong formula. You are getting the wrong answers because you are using the wrong formula. That's what you are doing. We're talking about this principle of polarity now. The 7 laws of nature. That's what we're talking about. I'm going to tell you a story. And I've said this story many times, and I'm going to say it again today. And let me first talk about, a lot of you know Ibro, right? How many people here you know Ibro? If you know Ibro, Ibro is like a son to me. He's my assistant. How many people here know Ibro? Fantastic. So he was I don't know, can I tell your story? Ibro?
Yes, sure.
Okay. So he was telling me something. Although we laugh about it, but guess what? It's really touching to me. Ibro is gradually becoming an international public speaker. Not just that. When you're talking about the brightest mind when it comes to branding, I'm not talking about people who just talk. I'm talking about people who are really competent at what they do. That's Ibro. I just introduced Ibro to one of my friends recently who owns a university. So for me to introduce him to such people, you know that Ibro is not playing. Right. And Ibro told me recently, I said, Mr. Femi, do you know that I was the poorest in my department? So I said, what yardstick did you use to measure that level of poverty? How did you know you were the poorest in your class? In your department, not class. He was the poorest in his department. Poorest in his department. So you can be the poorest where you are right now and remain the poorest forever and ever. If you are just hungry and you are not angry. That's it. Because he said that he was having only 15,000 naira monthly. And that was what he was trying to use to survive. So everybody in the department, he was the last to pay departmental fee. Because everybody in the department knew that he was the poorest. Guess what these days? His department, his fellow students, his classmates, they are now calling him to ask him to help them. If you send me 50K, yeah? If you send me 10K, and he's sending it to them. You see how the table has turned. See how the table has turned. He's a young boy. He has money. Forget all those things. He's 23 years old. He has money. Because his skill is paving way for him. See how he has transmuted all the negative events of his life and see where he is today. Because when the student is ready, the teacher is going to appear. You are here to be an alchemist and a mathematician. That's what he has done. You will never hear him talk about Nigeria. The things that his fellow, his age group, his peer group are interested in, he is not interested in it. At this age, he's already thinking about building empires for himself. That's those of you that you have younger ones. You have younger ones. Those of you who have, you are meant to start injecting these things in their brain. That's what you are meant to start doing. Because there is no situation. What are you going to tell me right here that you have been through, have not gone through? I've been suicidal 2 different times. I've been homeless. Yeah. People have mocked me. They've laughed at me. I've had terminal diseases. There is nothing you are going to tell me that you have been through, I have not been through it. But guess what? At every point in my life, I've been able to transmute whatever situation I was in. And that has brought me to where I am today. And I may not be where I want to be, but I'm not where I used to be. Right? Because I understand that it is the law of polarity. Nothing is negative, nothing is positive. Nothing is negative, nothing is positive. I had to build the mental stamina. Please, who is this different pattern? We're not joking here, please, because to most people these days, everything is a joke. That's why your life is a joke. Who is this person? Blocked straight. Go and meet your Sabinos to go and do comedy for you. The Chris. Build the mental stamina to completely, this is it, to completely change the way you look at things and people. Your interpretation of the events of your life determines what happens to you. Your interpretation. How are you interpreting? What meanings are you reading to the patterns and the events taking place in your life? What meaning are you reading to them? What meaning are you reading to them? And I've told you my story too several times. A couple of friends came who were beneficiaries of my goodness. And when they noticed that I was down, they didn't see it as an opportunity to reward me for the times I was kind to them. They saw it as an opportunity to dig me deeper into the shithole that I was in. For them, it was an opportunity for them to mock me. And oh, come on, man, they mocked me. If I'm telling you about betrayal, I'm telling you from hardcore experience. That's what I'm telling you from. If I'm telling you about betrayal, disloyalty, I'm telling you, that's why I'm very strict with friendship these days. I'm very, very strict. Because many of you have lost a lot to fake friendship. Some of you are still there. Somebody wrote a comment on one of my posts. They wrote a comment. Guess what she said? She said, I like this post. It's just that my own friends, I'm the only one doing things. They don't do anything for me. And I'm saying, and you are 30-something years old. You are still talking like this. And they were trying to dig me deeper into the shithole that I was in. And it was their opportunity to talk about the things I did not do. And they saw that experience, that phase of my life, as an opportunity to talk about how I was proud. The same people that were beneficiaries of my generosity. And one of them mistakenly sent a voice note. He mistakenly sent a voice note that he wanted to send to the rest of them. He mistakenly sent it to me. He mistakenly sent the voice note to me. And guess what the voice note said? I saw Femi today. When you see that guy, he's finished. He's finished. I saw him today. He's finished. That's what he said. That's what the guy said in the voice note. When you even look himself, you go be like, this guy don't finish you. Those were his exact words in the voice note. He mistakenly sent it to me. These are popular guys. If I mention some of their names, you would know them. He's finished. And I listened to that voice note. And it was in the afternoon. I listened to it on my dead Android phone. Thank you, best of equals. On my dead, you know that Android phone, I used to pray to it that please don't destroy my life today. Let me quickly read this message. I don't know if it's money somebody wants to send to me. Don't embarrass me. I used to beg the iPhone. The Android phone, I used to beg it. I used to pour oil on the Android phone that don't disgrace me today. Don't make me miss a destiny opportunity today. You know those Android phones that someone can call you. The phone is ringing, but you cannot answer. There was a time in my life where I shut down from social media. People even thought I was dead. I was not on any social media. I had to go through that pain. Many of you are given to pleasure. Your biggest problem is pleasure. That period of my life, my bowler was not standing in the morning. All the women I saw, they looked like men. They didn't look like women. I didn't know the color of any woman's bra. That period of my life. There was no woman on earth that could turn me on in that phase of my life. No woman could turn me on. When I was sleeping on the floor. And that's after enjoying life. And then now you now ended up in that kind of place. Then I will still be looking for how to watch Big Brother Nigeria. Or how is it Nigeria that is going to win Rwanda? I was angry. Some of you, you are still getting honey because you are not angry enough. Assess your life. Audit your life. And you will lose sexual urge. Exactly. Emotional lockdown. Locked down. That was where I was. Like, the only thing I was interested in was, have you had this experience that you're always praying for night to come? Because during the day was not really good for you. The moment the night starts coming, it's like, wow, I'm free now. To now go into the deepest darkness of my life and start exploring. That was where I was. I loved nighttime so much. I would come out and be walking on the road in the night. I would focus on the moon. I would be making declarations. No food in my belly for 5 days. And I was watching. There was a time that sometimes I would install on my dead Android phone. I would just install social media. Then I will remove it again. And I was seeing people's life progressing and moving forward. And I was seeing people who used to call me boss, posting their pictures, living well. And I would uninstall the Instagram, Facebook again. I will install the TikTok. I will uninstall it. That was where I was. The day my sister came to my house, my sister is here, the house that one of my godfathers, I bought a house for him before I left Nigeria. Then coming back, I was in a shithole and I told him, see, I don't have anywhere to stay. My friend who is is going to contest for senatorial whatever, I have to leave the house because he's traveling, he's selling the house. And my godfather said, but you, all those monies that you made before you traveled, where are they? I'm not giving you 1 naira. Go and stay in one of the houses you bought for me. Be staying there. And he didn't give me 1 naira, so I was sleeping on the floor. And my sister came to my house one day. My sister is here right now watching. She came to my house. She opened the door. She didn't see anything. All she saw were my books, travel bag, and a wrapper on the floor. And she said, why didn't you tell me that this is the condition that you are living in? She was like, is this the condition you are really living? Is this your condition? I was like, yes. And she was like, so why didn't you tell me? I was like, no, I don't want to bother you with all that. My sister is here, she's listening, so I'm not capping for you. But guess what? I never joined any Nigerian masses to complain about nothing. I was writing, I was listening, I was communing and connecting with my soul. That was what I was interested in. Like, no, I will come out of this. I was visualizing, I was imagining. I was imagining myself coming out of that situation. Even the people that used to hate on me and mock me, till today, they always say that, no, that Femi is not a normal human being. Because at some point, I went to see my sister in her shop, and she said, why your body can't they smell like this now? She had to give me perfume. Why your body can't they smell like this now? And I said, my body is smelling. And she was like, yes. I was like, really? But I was never down. I took the perfume she gave me, went back home, used it, showered, anointed my head with oil, kept writing, kept reading, kept studying. So what situation are you going to? I have not even told you 5% of my story. I've not even told you 5% of what happened to me in the space of 1 year, 6 months or thereabout. And in less than those period, things began to pick up. Because guess what? When I was down and out, the only thing on my mind was how to get back up again. That was the only thing that was important to me. Not who is playing with who. Not who, whatever anybody is doing wasn't my business. I was not interested. I was not caught up in distractions. Every book I am going to publish in my life, it was that period I finished writing them. I started gaining clarity. My vision, my purpose in life. I started gaining clarity. And that's why it's easy for me now to do the things I'm doing, because there is a design already in place. There's a design in place. I'm not cloud chasing, guys. This is not clouds. It's law of polarity. It's a law of polarity. You know, I am the kind of person that I've always been interested in people's growth and transformation. So when I speak like this, I'm not trying to prove to you that I know. No. I don't want you to leave this place with the impression that Femi, the guy is deep, or no. The impression I want to leave in you is anger. That's it. That's the only thing. Be angry. Be angry with your life. Look at your life, the events in your life, and be angry. Don't just be hungry. Be angry. I remember my sister gave me a gas cooker, a small gas cooker then. And she was like, okay, I am going to give you pap so that in the morning you can take pap. This is me that I was rolling with my friends and going to Burj Khalifa before I came back to Nigeria and drinking coffee of 70 dirham in Burj Khalifa. So this is different from he has always been poor and he has never enjoyed. No, this is someone who enjoyed, both in Nigeria, traveled to study, was still enjoying, and came back into sufferness. And my sister said, I'm going to give you this bucket of pap. When she gave me the small gas cooker. I've never, this is our first time hearing this. And one day I needed to buy data. And that's camp gas then, I think it was like maybe 20,000 naira. And I needed data because I was always buying data because I was doing research, listening to videos, studying, downloading books. And I said, this gas cooker must go. I sold it for 12,000 naira. Took all the money. I took 10,000 and bought enough data that would serve me on my dead Android phone. I used that phone to the point where the phone died. You know, there's a difference between a phone that is damaged. This one, the phone died. That's what happened to the phone. The phone died. I had to bury the phone. And I said, okay, so what do I do now that I've sold this camp gas so that I can buy data? Guess what I started doing? I was drinking the pap like that in the morning without cooking it. I was drinking the pap. I wake up in the morning, I would take the pap and I would drink it like that. I would eat it like that. I would take the cartons of noodles my sister gave me. I would soak them in water. When they are a bit soft, I will eat it like that. I said, because I need data. Even if I don't eat food, I need to finish the things I'm doing. My research, I must finish my research. So say probiotics. Oh man, my sister is here. She's hearing. She didn't even know. The other time she came to my house, I locked the kitchen. I didn't want her to enter the kitchen because if she entered, she would ask, "Where is the gas cooker?" So I locked the kitchen. She didn't enter the kitchen. And then she gave me this couch. And then she put the couch. I put the couch. So whenever she comes, she sits on the couch, and I just sit on the floor. So the other time she came, I locked the kitchen so she would not see that I had sold the gas cooker to buy data. I didn't sell the gas cooker to buy data to watch TikTok. I sold it. I was always on YouTube, PDF sites, download on a dead Android phone. Maybe those are the things that helped me. I didn't even know that raw pap is probiotics. And guess what? That period was the period where she was always coming to see me. So she would drive and come and meet me and we would go out. She would take me out. I think those periods actually really helped me. I think I have not really thanked her enough. Because she will come, pick me up in a nice car, we will go to this place. So I started feeling the life I used to have before. Like, okay, I can go to Silverbed and eat shawarma. And she will buy shawarma. We will go to Amala joint. It was later on she stopped because probably she knows that, okay, he can stand on his own now. Now don't worry, I take care of my sisters. They know. So that was where I was. I'm telling you this so you can understand that wherever you are, when you are ready to transform your life, the conditions, the universe will conspire, all the forces that needs to conspire to help you, to strengthen you to come out of wherever you are in. They will conspire for your sake. And that was how I started growing. But guess what? Before all this happened, that voice note, my ex-friend, one of those guys sent to me, had to happen. Femi is finished. When you even see him, you will just know that he is finished. I had to ask another friend of mine that, but bro, this guy said, this is the voice note this guy sent to me and said, are you aware of this voice note? He said, no. What have you guys been discussing about me? He said, no, I'm not part of any discussion about you. I was like, but this guy said I am finished. Do I look finished? He said, he doesn't know. I was like, ha. Then that night, guess what I did that night? The law of polarity kicked in. I engaged all the laws of nature, the 7 laws of nature, the mental law. Everything that I knew about the laws of nature, everything that I was studying, buying data, using my last money to buy data, I started engaging them. The law of correspondence, as above, so below. The law of the mind, the principle of mentalism. The principle of vibration. The law of polarity. The law of rhythm. The law of cause and effects. I had to go and watch that movie again because I needed that Morpheus character in the Matrix. I discovered that my choices are causative in nature. My choices produce effects. That night was my deliverance because I downloaded that voice note. Many of you can't do this. I don't recommend this to you because you can even go and unalive yourself. I converted that voice note to MP3. A month before then, I was not working out. I was not jogging. I was so depressed. The only thing I was doing was stay at home, study. Was not going out. But that night, I downloaded that voice note. I turned it to MP3 and I played it on my dead Android phone and I put on my headphone overnight. And I listened to that voice note overnight, repeatedly. I see Femi today. Oh. It's finished. I wanted more of the pain. I wanted those words to pierce through. I wanted to bleed more. I was telling myself, I said, let me see how this voice can shatter me. How far can this voice go to shatter me completely, to pierce me into tiny little pieces? That's what I wanted to do. And I listened. I put it on repeat and it was playing overnight. Femi is finished. When you see himself, you're going to say you don't finish. If you see the way him looks, safe, be like saying they smell safe. I list repeatedly overnight. Repeatedly. A lot of you, somebody will come and say, you are finished. You go, my life is finished. No, I took it and said, I'm going to use, this is what I need. This is what I need. Goliath laughed, but he didn't laugh last. His laugh was temporary. And that was alchemy. I wanted to alchemize all of those conditions. Because that was like the icing on the cake. Like, okay, I've gotten here now. That's it. If I die now, let me die. Let me listen to what this guy said repeatedly overnight and see if from there I will not come back to. I will not wake up from the sleep. That's what I thought about. I was like, okay, I'm going to listen to this. And maybe it will be the poison that will unalive me. Let me listen to it repeatedly overnight. But if I wake up next day, I said to myself, if I wake up tomorrow, after this, if I wake up tomorrow, then my sister didn't even know my condition then. Because I didn't want her to come to my house. Because I knew she was going to be worried. I said, if I listen to this voice note overnight and I wake up tomorrow morning, it's all over for all of you. That's what I said. Thank you. So I told myself, I said, I am already down. There is nowhere else to go. I was already down. Where else? The problem with many of you think that shame and pain are permanent conditions. But shame and pain are temporary conditions subject to change. I will not tell you what I have not practiced. I reversed the whole thing. I said, I will listen to this thing overnight. But if I don't die, if I wake up tomorrow morning, it's over for all of you. That are involved, that are part of this voice note, is over for all of you. That's what I said. No babalawo with me, no pastor. I didn't tell anybody to do any jazz for me. It was just me. In an empty room with my books and my dead Android phone. And as the universe would have it, I woke up the next day. Maybe if my sister knew my condition then, she would have given me some comfort and I wouldn't have seen it like this. And God knows, the ancestors know. They knew that this guy likes pain. He knows how to alchemize pain for his power. I love, the moment something is too easy, I'm even surprised that what I'm doing on social media, I don't get enough criticism. I'm like, why can't bloggers or influencers take my video and attack me? Because when I see pain, I'm like, yes, it's time. Somebody has said something negative about me. Yes, that's what I need. And I woke up the next day. When I woke up, I went straight, wore my sneakers, and I put on my hoodie, and I took my dead Android phone, right, and I started playing that sound again, and I said, I am going to jog around this estate. Then I was living at legislative quarters. If you know Abuja very well, legislative quarters are Gudu. I was at Zone E, so I was jogging from Zone E to Zone A. And I did it for 21 days. Every morning I was jogging and saying to myself, I was listening to that voice note and saying, I am Femi Jubal, I am not finished. I am Femi Jubal, I am not finished. I am Femi Jubal, I am not finished. That was all I was saying. I am Femi Jubal. And I was laughing. I was listening and saying, I am Femi Jubal. I am Femi Jubal, I'm not finished. It is the poison of a snake that you use to cure the poison of the snake. And I said, no, what they are saying, I'm going to say it back. I'm Femi Jubal, I'm not finished. And I kept saying it, and I did it for 21 days. You don't need any babalawo or any dibia to do nothing for you. You only need yourself. All these charlatans on social media carrying bucket of water to the river for you, and you think somebody has performed one magic for you, and then you keep spending your money on useless things when you are meant to go for knowledge. And I told myself, I said, I am Femi Jubal, I am not finished. I am Femi Jubal, I'm not finished. I will do it, I will come back, I will shower. It was like something was awakened inside me, like, I am Femi Jubal, I'm not finished. I'm Femi Jubal, I'm not finished. I can show you journals and books, notepads, packed. It was those times I started writing all those things. Before then, I was writing. Everything I was writing, that period, they opened up to me like, wow, all the study and the research. I'm Femi Jubal, I'm not finished. And I confronted the guy and said, you mistakenly sent this voice note to me. And he started begging, oh, bro, I'm sorry, I'm so sorry. Hey, okay. And I was telling him then, because these are guys who run big hotels in Abuja. And I was telling him before then, can you give me a job in your hotel? He said, okay, I will introduce you to the big boss. These are popular guys, so I don't want to mention their names. Okay, I will introduce you to the big boss. But what they were telling themselves was, don't carry him there. He will come now and start taking everybody's star. Don't take him there. And then when I confronted him, he said, I'm so sorry. Hey, can I introduce you to the boss now? I said, no, never mind. Don't introduce me. Don't worry. I said, don't introduce me, don't worry. And that was the last time I spoke to him. The next time he heard about me, I was pulling up in my Mercedes-Benz E350. The next time he heard about me, I was pulling up. The next time one of my in-laws who mocked me saw me, I was pulling up in my Honda 2020. I don't care. See, wherever you are right now, whatever you are going through, I will never go down again. But guess what? If I lose everything right now, give me 9 months. Give me 9 months. If I lose everything now, give me 9 months. I'm coming back up again. Because I understand energy mastery. Right? See, the more you show up for yourself, the more you understand energy transactions, the more you connect with your soul, you know what happens to you? You will become a channel. You will not just be a blessing to yourself, but you will become a channel through which other people are encouraged and they are charged to pursue their purpose. I am Femi Jubal, I am not finished. My name started making more meanings to me that period. I am Femi Jubal, I am not finished. And guess what? Things started picking up. And I remember calling my godfather and said, I can't be alone in this big house. 6 units of 3-bedroom flat. I'm the only one staying here. Can we renovate this house? And he said, well, you bought the house. Renovate it. I said, okay, sir, give me instruction to renovate. I said, renovate. And we kicked off the renovation of that house. And that was what reintroduced me into the real estate market in Abuja. Because as at that point, I was hiding from people. I didn't want them to know I was in town because there was nothing about my life proved anything to people that I was someone to be respected or honored. There are people who are mocking you right now. They are laughing at you right now. You are not so lucky to even know. But you must alchemize all of those mockery. You must alchemize all of those pain, because that was the period I wrote a book. I'm going to publish a book. The book is called Glory State of Mind. One of the books I'm going to publish is called Glory State of Mind. The inspiration behind the book is how that glory must come from shame. And I was using an analogy in the book, the analogy of the orange. The glory of an orange is the juice. Hello, Vaughn. But to get the juice, you have to squeeze the orange. And while writing this book in 2020, when I was in that shithole, I added a story to the book. The story of a goat that was thrown into a ditch. So this goat was thrown into a ditch. And they had people use shovel, and they were pouring sand in the ditch with shovel. And when they pour sand in the ditch, the goat dusted itself and stepped on the sand. Thank you, Easy. As they pour more sand in that ditch, the goat dusted itself. So the more sand they poured in the ditch, the higher the goat rose. I'm sure you understand this analogy. Until the goat was at the same ground level with the people pouring sand in the ditch. Because the goat never stayed down. They poured the sand, dusted itself. They poured the sand, dusted itself, was rising with how much sand they were pouring with the shovel in the ditch. And that's what many of you are meant. That's the approach many of you are meant. This is the law of polarity in the universe. This is one of the important laws of nature. The law of polarity. That was exactly what I did. Is the glory state of mind. The glory of the orange is the juice. But to get the juice, you have to squeeze the orange. You think the orange likes it when you squeeze it? Life is squeezing you because there is juice in you. But to get the juice, life must squeeze you. Because if there is nothing to you, life would not squeeze you. There's nothing to squeeze out anyways. I can't squeeze this bottle. I can only pour water from it. There is no crown without a cross. There is no travail without, there is no triumph without a travail. It is the glory state of mind. You are a lion. You don't bother yourself with the barking of dogs. The mockers are dogs. The mockery of the mockers is the barking of dogs. And you are a lion. You are an eagle. You are the king of the sky. You take your battles to the high. So you don't stay at that ground level fighting with mockers. They are low lives. And when the student is ready, the teacher will appear. When the student is ready, the teacher is going to appear. When the student is ready, the teacher will appear. You must take all those things they throw at you. Don't throw it back at them. You are an alchemist. Everything is useful to you. The problem with many of you is that when people mock you, you want to throw the mockery back to them. No. Everything is energy. Same energy, different expression. So they threw it to you as mockery. But you can use that mockery and produce glory out of it. So you don't send things back to sender. It's for low lives. Only children send things back to sender. They send you hate. You know that it is energy. You can alchemize it and turn it to love for yourself. So bring it on. I'm ready. Bring it on. Bring it on. Bring it on. And Thank you. And energy can neither be created nor destroyed, but it can be transformed from one form to another. So don't worry, mock me. Bring the mockery. I need your mockery. I can transmute your mockery to something that is useful for me. But you have lost something. Yeah. Because you don't understand energy transaction. You think by mocking me, you are gaining something, I'm losing something. No, you are losing something. So I will not send it back to you. I will be foolish to send you back your mock. Everybody mocking me, I return it back to sender. No, I take it. I take it. Thank you. When they give you lemon, you turn it to what? A lemonade. I will use it as ingredients. I'll use it as ingredients. Tonight at 9 p.m., we're going to have the subscriber-only session. Because I'm going to be honest with you guys. The biggest attack against your life is in the area of your money. Yes, no matter how great you are, how beautiful you are, if you are poor, you have left an opening for mockery. And money is energy. Whatever you have in your bank account right now, whether it's crypto, whether it's cash, whether it's whatever, it is just the receipt of your energy center. The state of your energy center, that is the receipt you are seeing in your bank account. Money is spirit. So when you are financially incapacitated, you have naturally left an opening for mockery. Why do you think that when two nations are at loggerheads, the first step they do, the first thing they do is to put the other nation under some financial restrictions, economic restrictions also, economic sanctions. For a lot of you right now, there are sanctions against your economy. You are working, there is no result. And nobody can solve this problem for you. You can see the sustainable way to deal with this is to align yourself with the knowledge that is necessary, the understanding that is necessary, and the wisdom that is necessary. You know, I made that video. Easy. When you go through life, when you go through financial challenges, you will know that a lot of people around you actually don't want you to have money. Yes, that's when you will discover that most people around you, they would rather have you broke and busted. Some of them think that you have so much confidence because you have money. And many of them actually think that they have more potential than you. That why are you the one with all these opportunities? They have that thing in their head. I am telling you, you can't live your life in black and white. I can speak better English than him. I'm more intelligent than him. How come he's the one that is always having all these opportunities? They have it in their head. They won't say it now because probably they need you. You go down for 6 months and see. Then you will discover that the only reason why they honor and respect you is because you have not given any opportunity to them for mockery to creep in. And when you understand this, you understand that if there is something, if there is a ritual you must practice, even if I don't do anything every day, I do money ritual every day. Every day money ritual. I activate all my energy centers every morning for money manifestation. Because the number one, the primary attack and threat against you is against your personal economy. Yes. Many of you cannot speak your truth because you are financially incapacitated. In the next book I'm publishing, which is part of the 6-night Money Manifestation Conclave, the link is in the bio if you want to participate in that masterclass. I put together 18 money manifestation rituals. And when I say ritual, I'm not talking about, because, you know, we don't have to explain these things too much to people who went to school. Ritual is not unaliving people and taking their organs. No. Strict adherence to universal principles, hidden principles that work. That's what a ritual is. 18 money manifestation rituals that if you practice them, the energy centers of your manifestation and abundance, they open up. The channels of your spirit opens up. It is when the channels of your spirit open up that you can make money. Your chakras. That boy sang it. Channels of my spirit open up. You know, he was trying to Christianize it a bit, but then that's what he's saying. Your energy centers, your chakras. Your kundalini, your sexual energy center. Your sacral chakra, that sacral energy center. Your solar plexus center. Your groundedness. Your heart chakra. Your throat chakra of communication. Your third eye. Everything opens up and then money comes. You attract abundance, manifestation. That's what happens to you. If there are blockages, you will walk your ass out and you will not have money. Because the money you see in the physical realm is a receipt of the abundance you have tapped into in the spiritual metaphysical realm. That's it. So you must command the channels of your spirit to open up every morning. Because you are not saying open up so that you can just cloud chase. When they open up, you will see the physical manifestation in the area of materia, tangible things that you can see and touch and feel and smell. That's what it is. And this is the reason for the 6-night money manifestation conclave. See, when they say money seminars, I have done a lot of money seminars, and it is unconventional, honestly. Because people think that money is just about, they were asking Jeff Bezos the last time. They said, how have you been able to command results in this for years, for decades? And guess what he said? He said, well, books are good, master classes are good, all these things are good, but you must sharpen your gut instinct. Intuit the systems of intuition in you. Because it is when you have access to tailor-made ideas that you can make money, that you can attract money. Right. And the master classes that I hold, they target your energy centers, not just information. No, anybody can have access to information. Not this money as a legal tender. Money as it's more than that. How are you in your soul? How is your soul like? And I've said it to you. I said that the rest of this year, the only thing I'm focused on is money manifestation. Because I know what it means for someone to be broke and busted. I know what it means for you to want to do something for the people you love, but you don't have the means. I know what it is for in-laws to look down on your family because your family does not have money. Especially men. Men are experts at it. If they know, especially you women, my in-laws don't mess with my sisters because they know I can step in anytime. Because there's nothing you can do for my sister I cannot do for my sisters. Forget that they are married to you. And if they know, they are going to start treading carefully. That's why many of them would prefer for them to have male in-laws who are financially handicapped. So they can mess with your sisters. And there's nothing you can do because you don't have economic power. Go and sit down somewhere. It's just gra-gra that you have. But when they know, I can't even tell you things I've done because of my sisters. Because I don't do, a lot of you men, you say, your sister is married, so you can't do anything for her again. Because you are also an abusive man. No man alive, whether you are married to my sister or not, abuse my sister first and see what will happen to you. Because she's your wife, you are going to abuse her. I will destroy you. But you can't do that if you are not sure of your next meal. You can't do that if you are not sure of, okay, if this guy now behaves like a goat, you can set your sister up. Money is a defense. Money is a defense. Is a defense. Money is a defense. That's why you must pay attention to your money. You are not being carnal. You are not being vain. No. Be broke for 6 months and you will understand what I'm saying. Be broke for 6 months. You will know what I am saying, guys. Even in the religious circle, so-called sacred circle, money segregates people. They can stop a service because a rich man has not come. Oh, we don't allow our daughter to marry a Christian. We don't allow our son to marry a Muslim. We don't allow this. The moment money is involved, they start looking at why it can happen. Why it can happen. I was telling somebody that was telling me about how he wants to marry this girl and there is a major problem, our family. And I said, you don't even know what the real problem is. Pull up in a 2024 Lexus to our father's house and see. If they will not say, can you come in first? That time I was angry at you. Forget all those things. It is money. Money. Money is a defense. Do you know what that means? Money protects you and shields you. Money protects you and shields you. If you know that your next meal is not tied to your oppressor, you will call the bluff of the oppressor. Money is spiritual. Money is energy. They will make an exception for you if you have money. Come on, guys. I'm telling you. Money makes the world go round. You all know this. So when it comes to your money life, this is something that you are meant to be consistent when it comes to. And it's not all this surface knowledge about money. All this conventional knowledge about money. When the channels of your spirit open up, you manifest money easily. You tap into cosmic intelligence, ideas. There are so many people in the cosmetic industry. Now everybody wants to do cosmetics. What is going to stand you out? It is hidden in the Akashic record. It is hidden in cosmic intelligence. Tailor-made idea that you are going to apply in your own cosmetic business. And you become Fenty Beauty like Rihanna. So money manifestation is not something you can just ignore. It is something you are meant to do every day. Money manifestation ritual. And at the sixth night money manifestation conclave, we're going to look at 18 money manifestation rituals. 18 of them. And then after the 6th night event, we're going to have 30 days in the Femi Jubao VIP community where we're going to look at, it's going to be like a money manifestation challenge for those who register. And the link is in my bio if you want to register for that event. Make your money. See, I have money. I told myself, I am going to monetize everything about my life. It will be on YouTube. This session will be on YouTube, don't worry. Because listen, money matter is a serious matter. Money matter is a serious matter. Anybody who believes that you don't qualify for them to pay you for the product and the services you render is not your friend. That person is your enemy. Because the problem with many of you are indifferent about money. You put friendship before money. They will soon laugh at you, your so-called friends, that you are broke and busted. My sister is in my program. My brother is in my program. My other sister is in my program. Even my TikTok subscription, all my siblings, they paid for it. They are in my VIP. They paid for it. Although they hardly attend the VIP. They paid for it. If I have a book, my siblings will pay. So who are you? Where do I know you from? Where are you coming from? Who you be? Because I rate people based on how they want to exchange money with me for the value I am offering. That's the only way. That's why you see, the people in the VIP, the people who have patronized what I'm doing with money, I respect them more than people who have known for 20 years. Because money is spirit. Money is spirit. So the moment somebody puts hand in their pocket, that's why many of you, your friends don't support you at all. The seminar is 195,000. The link is in the bio. Your friends don't support what you are doing at all, but you still do things for them. You still hold them in high esteem more than the people who are patronizing you. It is the people who buy from you that are your friends. Note that now. It is the people who invest in what you are doing with money. Because it's a whole different game when somebody puts their hand in their pocket and bring out money to pay for what you are doing. It is like initiation into a fraternity between you and that person. So now there is money fraternizes people. Money is the real fraternity. So I don't care if I've known you for 40 years. You have never fraternized with me with money. I don't know you from anywhere. We're going to record the session. It's a paid program. It's not a free program. It's a paid program. The 6-night Money Manifestation Conclave is a paid program. Uber will come and talk about it any moment from now. We've seen that. A lot of people. Kemi was talking about the finger millets and she was saying that her friends don't post it. You have a product that your friends don't want to be involved. They don't want to pay anything. And then they are still your friends because you think it doesn't matter. Exactly, Mimi. Exactly. So we're going to look at that. From the 8th of April to the 13th of April, and then 30 days after that is All Money Manifestation Challenge. Because when you deal with your lack of money from a spiritual, soul, psychological angle, you have dealt with it in a very sustainable manner. Right? So if you want to register for that 6-night event and know more about the benefits, click the link in the bio. Ibro, you want to say something about it? But listen to me. The only people I want to have around me are people who are ready to make money. That's it. That's why I don't talk about relationship again. If you like, you and your boyfriend, make una dey fight. It's not my business. But if you want to make money, I'm here for you. Ibro, go ahead.
All right. The 6-night Money Manifestation Conclave. What you will unlock in this exclusive conclave. 18 money manifestation rituals and techniques, proven step-by-step practices to rewire your financial reality. Numerology for wealth. Discover how numbers influence your financial destiny. The art and science of money manifestation. Merge spiritual alignment with financial intelligence for unstoppable success. Esoteric business principles. Hidden laws that amplify success in business and entrepreneurship. Energy, psychology, and healing for wealth. Clear financial blocks and attract prosperity effortlessly. Some of the bonuses are free ebook of the new Money Manifestation Rituals mini guide, a rare compendium of powerful techniques, 30-day access to the Femi Jubal VIP community, engage with like-minded wealth builders, and learn from special guest trainers after the conclave. Free access to all of Femi Jubal's books, expand your knowledge with invaluable wisdom. Business numerology audit, understand the hidden financial patterns shaping your business and life. The event details, the event starts on 8 and ends on the 13th of April 2025. The time, weekdays 8 p.m., weekend 7 p.m., and the venue is on Google Meet.
You know me, thank you. I am not a helper, I am a teacher. I'm not a helper, I'm a teacher. Right. So that's that. So guys, if you are a part of my Femi Jubal TikTok community, subscribers only, 9 p.m. tonight, we're going to continue what we started yesterday. So I can explain further. And also, some of the things we said during last week's event. We had 3 days event last week. And I mentioned a lot of things about ancestral algorithm. So I'm going to expatiate more on all of those dimensions tonight during the TikTok subscribers only live session from 9 p.m. So guys, thank you so much for joining and have a great week ahead. Thank you.